after that.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you so much for the wealth of information you provided tonight for us. My question to you in the panel is, how important is HAPA in the development for the next 10, 20, and 30 years based on what you can provide to us tonight and how we can initiate a real plan of action for the future?
You know, when we don't come together and raise those difficult questions and engage in those difficult conversations, the healing process that we desire is not going to be. So platforms like HAPA, by highlighting certain conversations, by forcing us to engage with each other, by giving us a platform to ask questions and provide the clarity that we desire, we do not come together and share ideas and shed light on each other, on issues, so we can grow together and be on the same page in terms of understanding what the real issues are, not the issues they want us to concentrate on. This is the beginning of the healing that we need. The conversations that must take place are taking place. And that is why organizations like HAPA must be supported, and they must continue to become strong.
Please give it up for Tina Wesendale, the CEO and founder of the Hapawards.
Thank you, sir. I wanted to just thank you so much for being here, all the panelists, and I want to just make sure that we follow up on the strategy that you set out in front of us today, and to implement everything that's been presented here tonight. We're with you, of course. This Hapawards is a dream of mine since I was a little girl, and I'm very happy that it's finally come to fruition. I'm so grateful to you. All the people that have come out and supported us on this. This is the 5th year, and I'm very honored for people that have come and flown in to Los Angeles from all over the world. And it just makes my heart so happy. It makes this just melts. And I'm just so grateful.
Hi, this is Alan Shea, and I just want to thank you, Tina, for allowing me to be a part of this journey and just following you throughout the entire journey, especially behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So what would you like to share with the viewers in closing out on our second night, getting ready for the big event tomorrow?
Well, I just want to say, I mean, it's been a great experience, my gosh. All the cultures in different countries that came out, and to see what's happening here. But closing is, I just want to say, we have to stay together. We have to continue to blend the cultures of the continent with us over here. It's very important. And with Hapawards, the first, second night, we're going into how do you say, finale. You're going, I mean, I'm just so happy and amazed about everything that's going on. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice, but thank you for supporting us. Thank you for always being here with us and pushing the button and making us want to do better and better and better. Hey, you are not me.
But hey, I get it from you though, Tina. And this is from the bottom of my heart. I met Tina, 6 weeks ago, and I've spent at least 8 hours once a week with this woman being mentored. She is one of the most profound women that I've been around. I've been around many women entertainers, but I have yet to meet anyone who's as passionate and as sincere and kind. And I really think it's a model that once we show the Hapa true pathway, then we can then bridge a movement so we can carry forth for the next generation. And that's why I want to make sure that you viewers know the real behind the scenes story of Hapa and what Hapa all about. So
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys on Sunday, last show.
Absolutely. And why don't you share with us before we let you go on this last question? How important do you believe a program like HAPA and what they've started here tonight, moving forward, how significant is that for the future and certainly for your kids to see something like this evolve?
Oh man, this takes you out of the box. This right here, help what they're doing is they're taking you out of the box of what you think this entertainment or what's going on in politics, socially. Like the ambassador said, she mentioned that thank God for social media. Yeah. Thank God for social media because now the veil has been taken over. You know what I'm saying? Well, now we're seeing the wolves in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? Now we're being enlightened, and we're being enlightened unlimitedly. You know what I'm saying? From here to Cape Town to Africa to wherever, you know what I mean? Of what's really, really going on out here and what the truth is, or at least sparking a conversation. Because all it takes is that spark of the conversation is someone like what just happened to me at 36 years old today. And it's just like, you know what, enough is enough.
What would you share with the viewers what this moment means, having HAPA as a platform to elevate the next generation?
Yeah. What this means for me being here for the HAPA Awards and Tina inviting me to be here when she met me and saw me at an event was that she felt like the world needed to know more about Black stunt performers, especially female stunt performers, and the challenges that we meet, what we go through, what we have to experience. It's a very dangerous job, what I do. And so I feel like this is the beginning of a global tribe with this award show. I just got chills on every inch of my body. But I feel like we're building a global tribe through this entity and everything that we're doing here with the award show. And so I believe that this is going to reach across the shores all the way to Africa and back. And so the gap, that bridge, it's going to be walked across, swum across, whatever, any means necessary. And we're going to come together, especially in the entertainment field. I mean, we're the ones that set the trends, and people watch us for new content and all. So this is an amazing experience. I'm happy to be here at the HAPA Awards, and thank you for interviewing me.
You understand how important HAPA and its future is?
Well, it's coming together. It's bridging the gap, you know, that was stolen from us in our history. You know, bringing us connecting with the motherland. You know, not against one another, which America has divided and conquered. It goes back to the Willie Lynch concept, which is real, which still exists today for 400 years. If you get them to hate themselves, they will never come together. Well, since the pandemic in 2020, our eyes have opened up. We have vision now. We have clarity. So we're understanding and that's when Black Lives even got strong, was during 2020, during the pandemic. So, and that's what HAPA represents, the unification of African Americans with Black Americans, which we are still all one. There's not a division.
How important this moment is for us and why we want to leave this history here with HAPA.
Okay, so regarding film study, what it did for me is it gave me the confidence that I could do every role, direct, I could light, I could, produce. You had to do every single job. I don't think that you have to have that kind of background in Hollywood. Working can get you those same skills. It's just where I started with my mindset. I didn't understand that I had to start from the bottom and work my way up, because I was the only Black person admitted in my semester to UNC film school, and it was interesting, but it wasn't so much about, I felt at the time, being Black. It wasn't about that. It was about being female. It was about interesting. But yeah, so if you're out there, just follow your dreams.
Hi, this is Alan Shea, and we are here with one of the favorite Oscar winner already.
Thank you.
And who is incredible. This young lady is probably going to be, I'm going to call her the new Oprah, Angela Bassett,
Thank
all
you.
in one. Why don't you share with the viewers your name and what brings you out tonight?
Hi, I'm Brianni Walker. I'm actually nominated tonight, so I'm super excited to be here, and I'm super excited to see how this event goes. It's going amazing so far. There's so many great celebrities here.
Do with our society show is we try and make sure we interject some of the young people who are aspiring, and everyone speak of you all the time.
Aw, that's so sweet.
So we want to make sure that, you know, you get that award. We get another interview with you afterward so we can celebrate you.
Oh, thank you.
And make sure that your mark now is unlimited.
Oh, thank you so
All right?
much.
So thank you.
Thank you. So, how did you hear about the Hapa event?
They invited me out here from New York. I was invited in 2019 and developed a good relationship with the people who's throwing it. So they asked me to come and open up the show with some drumming, and I'm going to be here with the live band today.
Hey, that's amazing. Do you have any like upcoming things coming out that we can just be excited for to see?
Yes, check me out in the new Colin Kaepernick film coming out October 28th.
Okay, where can we find you on social?
You can follow me on IG at djones_ix.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much. It's so cool to meet you. You're like so talented.
You're so cute, and I love that you're doing this at such a young age.
Thank you.
That's very inspiring for little girls.
Thank you.
You know what you want.
Yes, I do.
That's a good trait.
Period.
She knows what she wants.
So, who are you rooting for the nominees?
I'm sorry?
Who are you rooting for, like, with the nominees?
Okay, well, I'm a double nominee. So my show, Basketball Wives, is nominated. And I'm also in a film called First Lady 3 that's nominated. So, I mean, I'm already a winner, but I'm rooting for myself.
Okay, I'm rooting for Jennifer, okay?
As you should.
Okay. How did you hear about the Hapa event?
Well, because I was nominated. This is my director right here, Dennis Reed, whose film I'm in. He was nominated, so he told me about it. I never even heard about it, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to see so much Black excellence.
Yes.
So I'm super happy because my son is number 20, Eli.
Hey, okay.
Okay, yes, that's my baby. So I'm so excited. I'm just excited. All day, who day?
Yes, I'm actually a Bengals fan, so that's amazing.
Oh my God, how awesome. You're doing a good job, by the way.
Thank you.
Very good job, by the way.
Who are you rooting for, like the nominees?
You know what? I'm here to support my brother, Michael Blackson. It's really a big deal for me to announce it because growing up, I never really told anybody we were related. So I'm just here to support him and watch him do his thing, and I'm sure all the honorees are going to be amazing.
Hi, I'm Brianni Walker, and I'm here with
Rada.
How are you doing today?
Good, Brianni. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. So who are you rooting for, like nominees, or who are you just rooting for in general?
I'm rooting for my baby, Michael Blackson.
Oh, that's so sweet. This is actually his fiance, which is amazing. And what do you think about the award show so far?
It's amazing. I love how everyone's gotten together and just showing one for the culture. You know, this is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. It's been a minute, and I'm just so happy to see everybody back together again, and we're all in one space.
Yeah. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the pre-game dinner at your home?
Do you want the truth, or do you want me to sugarcoat it?
No, tell us the truth. Tell us all the tea, sis.
Okay, here's the tea. Well, somebody wasn't very prepared, cooked all this food, and I asked for him to get some plasticware so we can dispose of, because I'm not cleaning. I'm tired. I've been on the road for weeks, and guess what? He said he was gonna bring it, and he didn't bring it, and he used all my plates. And I'm like, you know what? Y'all better wash all that shit up and put, excuse my language, and put it away because I'm not cleaning. And then you know what? They did. So thank you. Thank you, Hapawards.
Thank you.
We're here with the best upcoming actress. She was awarded on Friday night.
I was.
And she gave such a humble reception that it almost brought tears to my eyes. So I'm going to let her share her story with you viewers. So why don't you turn here and look at those viewers and share with them what was your emotions like receiving that award on Friday at Hapa?
For one, as an up-and-coming actress, and this being my first movie ever in my entire life, I don't have any acting experience. I took a leap out on faith, watched a movie that I fell in love with, started following the actors on Facebook, saw that they had an audition posted, and I responded to the audition, bought a ticket, and I flew to Dallas, auditioned, and I conquered my first role.
The next category we have coming up is Best Up-and-Coming Actor or Actress in Digital Film. Drum roll, please. And the best up-and-coming actor or actress in a digital film is Kimberly Lachelle from Love and Drums 2. Come on up, come on up. Give us some time, give us some time. Come on up, come on up. Come accept your award. Congratulations. Oh, it's all right, it's all right.
Oh my God, I just want to thank you so much, Tina. This is so amazing for me. And thank John, and I just want to thank God for everything. If you guys just only knew my story, this is the first movie I've ever been in my life. I took a leap of faith. So I am living proof that dreams come true. Thank you, Corey, for everything you did for me. Letting me stay at your house, let me when I came to audition all the way from Dallas. I'm from Chicago. And I took a leap and audition and they let me be in that movie. And this is nobody but the works of God. Thank you so much, Hapawards. I love you guys.
Y'all give it up for her, man. She worked hard. Y'all understand what we do as entertainers when we go through the mix of stuff. Y'all give another round of applause. Oh, you whatever that is, whatever that is. All right. I'm gonna bring up another performer. Bring up another performer. Another one up. We're gonna bring up. Javon, come on Javon, where you at, sweetie? Y'all get up for Javon, she's gonna perform for us. Where you at, Javon? Right, so we get it together. Y'all come, get her up here. Let's do it. Give it up for the outfit, y'all. Y'all give it for the outfit. Let's get it.
What's everyone doing tonight?
And being a veteran here in Hollywood, I'll be remiss if I didn't ask you this question. How important is Hapa and what Market's making here in Hollywood?
Well, let me just say, getting an award from my own people is as great to me as getting an award like a Golden Globe or the Oscar or anything else. To me, that's my roots, and I just feel just as honored to be here. Thank you, Hapa, for inviting me, and I'm loving it.
All right, well, we want to thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we're here with the behind the scenes of Hapa, and we want to share with you viewers some of the great support here in the entertainment community. We're going to start with this beautiful young lady.
Yes, hi, I'm Nicole Porsche.
Nicole Porsche.
Yes.
Peter Moray representing New Orleans, baby, 7th Ward.
New Orleans in the building, okay.
Yeah, and I'm Denzel Snipes.
The third.
The third. I've been around, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. I've been around forever.
Well, we're doing the behind the scenes Hapawards, and we're doing this as a documentary so people can see the behind the scenes, what goes on, how proud we are of our community. And it's not all about the glitz and glamour, but it's really knowing how to keep our community. Because without this community,
we're lost. We're lost. Right. We have nowhere to. We're not nowhere.
Right. And so
we have to always acknowledge that. We have to support each other. That's one of the things that I think we need to get better at. That.
Absolutely.
We need to get better at supporting each other, and as far as when each of us do good, Everybody does good.
You know what I'm saying? I said, man, you gotta lift the other boy up. You know, you gotta bring him along. So after this, I'm gonna lift that hat. He's having a full hat. I'm gonna help him lift that bad boy back up. I'm gonna lift up my brother.
Everybody was trying to take my hat all night.
And we are right here celebrating the glory of excellence of the Hapawards and what they've done for this community. So I am so glad that they were here. We can get this interview in, and we're just going to be engaging everyone here behind the scenes for Hapa on their 5th annual Hapa Award Show.
Yeah, man.
So thank you.
Peace.
All right.
Since you have the camera open, there's a few things I'd like to say about Tina.
Okay.
Everybody know who Tina is.
Absolutely.
Tina is a remarkable woman. The strength and the power and determination that this woman has and the spirituality that she's about, she deserves everything that Jehovah is offering her in her life, and I mean that. She's a remarkable woman, and anybody that can debate that shit, fuck you, okay? I think Tina is one of the best that ever did it and got away with it. I love you, sister.
How incorporated is this Hapa organization, and how did you learn of Hapa, and tell them how you got connected?
They actually, one of the owners of Hapa reached out to me and was very interested in my girls dancing and performing, and we were tremendously excited to come and to handle our business.
Wow. Well, thank you on that one. So why don't you share with the viewers, before we bring the young ladies on, share with the viewers how important is an event like this in an organization like Hapa?
Oh my gosh, this is tremendously important to showcase different talents, dancers, singers, artists, fashion designers, and bringing awareness that these type of people exist in our community is tremendously important. And that's why we're here tonight.
Well, we love to hear that, Cheryl, because we want to know, now how did you come about getting invited here tonight? Were you one of the recipients?
No, actually Marie Lamel, Platinum Star PR, understands that I'm in the streets on ground zero helping my folks, and she invited me down. And I came to absorb the energy, this great energy of warmth and camaraderie. And it's just been a wonderful evening.
Wow, well we're doing the behind the scenes of Hapa. And so what we want to do is show how really Hapa is really supported by all the actors and folks who come out here and support it, as well as the people behind the scene.
Oh, yes.
And so this is our first rendition of pulling it together, and you're a part of it.
Oh, I'm so honored. It's a lot of people that make this go around. And it's so wonderful to know that it's just not about that person that's on camera, but about all of the ones that come together and make a project happen.
So why don't you share with the viewers before we let you go, how important is Hapa and the inroads and platform it creates for Hollywood and certainly the African American community?
The vision that makes this 5 seasons is a mass miracle in a town that was not built for us, but the arms were open so that we could do what we needed to do to build our platform. And Hapa, oh, it's a miracle. We're very grateful that we're being told that we are worthy, that our stories are important to be told by us. And I'm just honored to be here.
How important is Hapa and Hapa organization to create a platform for blacks here in Hollywood as well as throughout the United States?
Well, that's a very important question. Number one thing is bridging the gap with African Americans and Africans from the continent of Africa, which is very important because we don't never get that opportunity to work together, sit together, eat together, and play together. So this is a great opportunity for us to build so we can go over there to the continent of Africa and film. And as you know, the Nigerians are filming over here now with the Netflix deals that they're having. So this here, I think, was a blessing when Tina came up with it. And initially, I've been knowing her for years. I didn't know it was going to be this big. Now this event is dynamite. And this is something that needs to continue to go on. And I believe next year is probably going to be even bigger because this year is better than we ever had it. So I know next year is going to grow even bigger than that because Africa and America need to have that merge.
So why don't you share before we let you go, what would you share with the youth as to what they need to prepare for if they're going to become a part of this entertainment business?
Study. get your education. I went to USC Film School, so I actually have a degree in film. So I'm a professional. John Singleton was my mentor, so I'm one of the realest ones around here. So you got to get your education. It's cool to have the iPhone and play with it, but get your education and study, about cinema verite, study about, new wave, all the genres that make up film, and it'll help you make your film. And you also have to have passion for your TV shows and your films, and they will get made if you got the passion.
One of the reasons why we're doing behind the scenes here, because we want the viewers to understand that Hapa is similar to a baby. You're not going to have a baby up and running at 1 year old. You're not going to have a baby carrying a whole job at 5 years old. And so we have to evolve here.
Right.
And so what we're trying to do is share with the viewers by having a interview with each of the artists and everybody behind the scenes of what it takes to really pull off this type of production.
A lot. It takes a lot. I've been with her since the second season, and I see what happens behind the walls and before the show comes, and it's so much, and it takes so many people to bring such a great event together. And what I do love about Tina creating this show, like she said, if they're not going to honor us at the Oscars and the Golden Globes like they should, she decided we create our own, and we bring our African people together and our African Americans together, because we all one. And that's what I love about the show. That's why I come every time. And it's amazing. And
what would you share with younger viewers who may not understand Hapa or the importance of what this platform is doing for them in the future, 5 or 10 or 15 years from now?
For the young people, I believe that this show, this event, should give you hope. My one thing I want you to do is learn your craft. Learn the people that came before you.
How important is Hapa to you as a young lady, and what the possibilities of the future hold?
Well, you know what? That's funny you asked that, because I was just talking to the young lady over there. She was like, this is her first time being at the Hapawards. And this is not my first time, so I was happy to know that it's expanding and growing, and a lot of people are learning more about this, because we need this as people, as black people, as artists, as everybody coming up. We need to be heard, we need to be televised, we need to be seen. So it's very important to me because of that.
Well, and as I was sharing with your mom, these development stages that we're doing here, just like with this particular program, we're doing behind the scenes of Hapa. Right. And that's why we're here tonight, so we can make sure we hear your stories. Right. And the viewers can really see it's not just the glitz and glamour on stage. It's actually the hard work, the strategy, the passion.
You gotta put in the work. Everything else is jive.
All right.
You don't put in the work, everything else is jive.
What do you guys think of the commitment that Hapa made to be a real platform here in Hollywood?
I mean, we think it's beautiful, man, for, to bring the African culture, to Hollywood, you know what I mean? So often when you think Hollywood, you think blue hair, blonde eye, you think that. But, we stronger as a people, as black people, we strong. And I just love the fact that they coming through with the Afrocentric with the Jamaican, with the islands, and representing just black people. It's a beautiful thing, man. We happy to be here.
All right, and what about with you?
Ditto, same.
All right.
Man of little words, a lot of action.
Well, that's good. Well, as you can see, everybody's trying to find out how to maneuver here in the building. So
yes, sir.
We're going to see how the road turns here. So I want to thank you, gentlemen, for an interview. Wow. So why don't you share with the viewers before we let you go, what is your thoughts on Hapa and the future of Hapa, and really, where would it be, or should it be, in about 10 or 20 years from now?
Oh my gosh, this is an amazing opportunity for people of color to be able to be celebrated on screen, in comedy and music and fashion and all the different categories. And I just see such a bright future for it. It's such an amazing, incredible experience just to be here. I love the idea of the meshing the African culture and the African American culture. And all the different countries in Africa that are being celebrated and highlighted, because we don't see that enough, and we don't see enough of us coming together. So the fact that we're coming together and appreciating, all of us as a diaspora, it's just, I can really appreciate it. And I can see it getting it's already big, it's already ginormous. So in 10 years, it's gonna be like to the moon.
Well, we just want to thank you for being a part of the founding of Behind the Scenes Hapa, and this is our first effort to make sure that Hapa behind the scenes become a regular part of it. So your story will be told, since when you get that award, you're not able to share all of that greatness that you share with us. So why don't you share with the viewers, by being a part of this movie and now being nominated and now being the winner, what has that done for you, and how does that make you feel?
This makes me feel special because anytime you do something, you're grateful for getting recognized for your work. So I'm totally excited and I'm totally honored.
And last but not least, before we let you go, what do you think the role that Hapa will play moving forward, especially seeing the kind of movies and the quality of actors that come through this new platform?
I'm excited for Hapa because, I've been here since its inception and I've just saw it continue to grow. And I'm glad that we have this platform for African and African American film because we need it. We need that platform because there's so much great quality content, and I'm excited to see everyone get celebrated.
Wow. How important is Hapa to the entertainment community and especially to black folks?
The great thing about this award, man, this is the 5th annual Hapa Awards. It got better every year. I mean, I'm so impressed with the bigger names, bigger entertainers, the honorees. I mean, the list go on, and I'm glad the world is finally recognizing black people, Africans especially. I think it's our time to shine. Everybody get their time. For many years, nobody looked up to us. They didn't care. We didn't matter. But like now, blacks matters. Not just being African is so important now. They finally realize that we are talented and we are gifted, we are athletic, we are brilliant, we are the truth. So now the world is recognizing Africans, black people, period. So it's our time to shine. It's a great time. This award couldn't have came at a better time. And shout out to everybody that's made this happen. And I'm just excited of just being a host, just being part of it. And after this whole pandemic, how we all got locked up in the house and just be out again and be able to talk and stand close to another person, it's just a great feeling. I'm feeling good right now. I'm happy to be here.
And last but not least, before we let you go, we just want to let everyone know how incredible you are as an entertainer and, as I said, bringing everybody together, because this is Michael's 3rd consecutive year hosting the Hapa event, and that's a true commitment. So we want to thank you, sir.
I enjoyed it, and that's why I keep coming back. Right. I'm just glad to be part of it. It's a hell of an event. Shout out to everybody that make this event happen. I'm just glad to be part of it. Thanks for hiring me. It's been my pleasure. Like I said, I love making people laugh, and nobody need laughter than right now. Of all the things we went through the last couple of years, we need laughter. It's a great time for laughter. So I'm just glad to be part of it. I'm glad to entertain.
The behind the scenes documentary that we're doing here for Tina and for Hapa, we want to make sure that all those true committed soldiers, which you're one of them, really is recognized as we evolve. So when people look back at this footage 20, 30 years from now, they say, wow, look at how these people looked and what they did, Yeah, that's but right. This is one of those soldiers that was a part of the very beginning of Hapa development. He was the co-host for the nomination part of Hapa. Correct. And then he's also been announcing some of the different nominees tonight.
Absolutely. I've been announcing the nominees. I actually won Indie Male Artist of the Year for Hapa as well. Okay. We got that trophy on a Saturday. It's Sunday. Friday. I'm like, it's been a long weekend, man. But it's been fantastic. It's been amazing. Everybody's been so awesome. Tina's been so awesome. You show up every single day on time, leave late. Oh, man, it's been crazy. It's been a grind, but everybody's been so amazing. Everybody's beautiful as well.
Well, and the beautiful thing is, again, I've echoed this with a lot of the other folks that we've interviewed tonight, is we're really recreating the community. And we need this type of community and this type of platform to really elevate what our visibility should be here in Hollywood.
Thanks.
So I am, very excited, and I think Tina is really a blessing for all of us. Absolutely. So and from what I've seen, I've been following Tina ever since that night, And I said, let me just, follow you and make a documentary and make sure we acknowledge and recognize everybody's a part of it. So I want to thank you, Stage.
Thank you.
And certainly, why don't you share before we close out, really, your real thoughts on Hapa and where you see it in 10, 20, 30 years from now, especially because this is your first one, right?
Absolutely, this is my first one. I will say this, the first thing, and I'm so glad you touched on it, the first thing about Hapa is like just how everybody is about, sharing and helping each other and growing. Every single person that's came, whether they're famous, whether they're behind the scenes, making the food, setting up dinner table, whatever it is, everybody's been a part of a team environment, and it's been nothing but special to me. For me, I see Hapa as the Emmys now, as our Emmys, right? Your Emmys, this Emmys, right? Because a lot of things go on behind the scenes that we don't know about in these other situations where we're talking about Emmys and other things like that. This is our Emmys. Hapa will be big. Hapa will be huge. Hapa will be the number one. I'm gonna say it again, okay? Let me repeat that. Hapa will be the number one show every year when it comes, at some point or another. I give it 10 years.
All right, but we certainly appreciate it, and we want to make sure that in 10 years you and I will reconnect.
We will.
And share with the viewers this.
See, this is the Hapawards 2021, and guess what? We've just begun. This is God's son. I directed the 2021 Hapawards, and we're having a good time. We're backstage. We're chilling with all the presenters. This is where you want to be right now at the Hapawards 2021. Again, we've just begun. You're hearing it from the God's son. So you come back and enjoy. See a lot of the stuff that we're doing, and we're presenting awards. We got celebrities. 2021 Hapawards. If you missed it, it's too bad because you missed it.
Okay, so we want to thank everyone who's come and enjoyed the festivities this evening. And like Ms. Tina Weiser said,